Hebu mtu angalie YouTube. Kaa tuko live.
Alafu tuko live wako amesikia hii. Jamashina.
Hiyo ni TikTok. Ya mama yake ya Mungu. Chiki kadi hebu nipe simu. Mtu anaangalianga aje watu wana watch. Tunafanya. Today we're going to look at NDI tools.
Ushaanza.
Today we're going to look at Natasha. Yeah. Sina shida. Kuna watu wamejoin kweli? Si nyinyi mjoin. Nataka mniangalie stream iko aje. Nini?
Haisibu.
Nini? Hii kitu nimekataa kuzima. Hi guys.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were looking at the NDI tools and you guys were shown how to a little bit the basics of NDI and how to install. Walionyesha how to install, right? How to download NDI tools. Yes, so today it will be now we'll now be diving deep into the tools and najua kuna mtu amejoin bado, so I'm waiting. tuko tu sijui watu wawili. Na mimi na wewe. So I'm actually waiting for people to join because we will be looking at four tools, which is the webcam, studio monitor, screen capture, and test patterns. We'll be doing a practical on how to use them and where we can use these tools. So stay tuned. I'm actually waiting for people to join and then we'll start. Natasha, sasa umefanyaje hii kitu?
Mimi nilifanya tu.
Tazima tu yenyewe. I was looking for this actually. Guys, let's keep joining. I'm waiting for us to join and then we'll begin today's class, which is NDI tools. If you are here yesterday, then I guess this is the best class for you because it's a continuation from yesterday's class. Yeah, and it's very important. So if you're joining, join and stay and watch what you have to say today. Today, Mr. Sefu is not going to be here, but I hope he will be joining us later. YouTube, hebu niangalie stream ya YouTube. Mtu anasema volume iko chini kidogo, hebu ni confirm. Volume ya YouTube.
Bravo one, thank you for joining.
Volume iko chini kidogo. Anasema volume iko chini kidogo, hebu ni confirm. I think iko sawa sasa. Volume ya YouTube. I think the volume is now okay. So if you can't hear us, let us know, guys.
Bravo one, thank you for joining.
Sijui Natasha amefanya nini. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for joining. If you join, you stick around, at least you see what we have today for you. Yeah, don't just join and then scroll uende. So if you join, you stick around kidogo, you see what we have for you. Kadi, stream iko aje huko kwako? Kwa TikTok? Iko poa? And on YouTube, the stream is okay? Yeah. El Capitan, thank you for joining. Today's class, we're going to talk about NDI tools. We have 4 tools to tackle. We have the webcam, the studio monitor, we have the screen capture, and we have the test patterns. So if you want to know how these tools work, because we will actually be doing practical on each tool, you can stick around. If you have any questions during the live, you can ask as many questions as possible. Yep. Mr. Sefu will be joining us later. Mango, thank you for the roses. We are now 5 people. Let's keep joining. Let's share the live. Let's tap the screen. Let's share to our friends for them to join pia. No, it's fine. It's fine. The lights are okay. So unaweza tuma hiyo link kwa hiyo group ya X Lab. Yeah. Wow. Should we start or should we just wait for people?
Let's wait for them.
Mr. Sefu alikuwa anangoja ngoja. Oh, okay. Let's wait for at least 10 minutes. 10 minutes is kwa sawa.
11:30.
Aliingia live afu ikaanza 11:30 sasa. Oh. Okay, so acha tungoje at least. Share kwa hiyo group. Watu wa join. You can either watch us on TikTok or YouTube. We are also live on YouTube, and our YouTube page is Highway Audiovisual Solutions Kenya. Make sure it's Kenya. Yeah. Mwangu ananiambia, hey, naweza pata internship na nyinyi. Okay, kama unataka internship, if you want internship, you can text the number on your screen. I hope you can see it. We have a number there for our office. You can text that number and entertain watu Sydney. Mi sijui entertainment. Maybe Natasha waanze kutuimbia hapa. Natasha, hebu anza kutuimbia. Entertainment kidogo. Natasha, utaki kutuimbia, onyesha watu talanta. Show us your talent.
Another day. Si leo.
Yep. Acha ni adjust hii kamera tu kidogo. So people want to be entertained, but sisi wenye tuko hapa hatujui entertainment.
Si ni too special.
Natasha, do you have something to say?
Guys, continue joining the live. You will love it here and you will learn a lot from Sydney.
Not just Sydney, but from all of us.
Yeah, from all of us.
Let's share the live. I'm waiting for us to be at least 10 or 9, alafu nianze sasa kufunza. For those of you, kuna watu walijoin jana and then today they are not here. So they'll actually miss a lot because it's a continuation. Yep. Natasha, kwani hautaki kuentertain watu? Hautaki kuentertain watu?
No entertainer.
Si unawaimbia.
Birthday NDI tools, WEBCAM.
NDI tools. I think inaweza anza cause naona tuko 8. Si ndio? Nianze tu alafu wengine watajoin wakitupata kwa njia. Welcome guys. We are now 7 people on the live, so I think I can start. Na kadi unaweza tumia pia sefu hiyo link. Mtumie
Mkulima.
Acha nimtumie WhatsApp. Mkulima Afrika. Wako online. We have 4 NDI tools to tackle: the webcam, studio monitor, screen capture, and test patterns. We'll be going step by step, showing each and everyone on how to use it and where you are supposed to use it. Mr. Sefu is informing me that he won't be available on this live. So today you are going to be with me and Kadi. We also have Natasha over here. Yeah. Sefu amesema atakuwa live. Ako busy.
Are we still waiting for others to join?
Acha nianze. Thank you Mango for the roses. Guys, keep sending roses, keep tapping the screen. Okay, so today I'm going to start with the webcam, okay? And I'll be going through these tools. If you miss out on something or you have a question about the tools, you can ask. And we have the webcam. So webcam is an NDI tool that actually turns your video feed, any video feed, into a webcam. Okay, I'm going to explain that. Okay, so webcam is a tool that lets you use any NDI video source, like the IP camera. You can use your professional camera as a high quality virtual webcam. For apps like Zoom, we have Teams, we also have Google Meet. So this is where there are people who usually use professional setups to do online presentations. They use them to do online meetings. This webcam lets you use a high quality professional camera in your Zoom meetings. And we are going to do it practically. So I'm going to show you how it works. We have our camera, our professional camera, and we'll be opening the Zoom meeting or Google Meet. We'll be pulling that camera into our Meet, and then I'll be showing you how it works. So let me know if you understand what a webcam is. Natasha, have I explained that like mtu anaweza elewa kitu nimesema?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Maybe if you show it practically. someone will understand it.
Okay, I'm going to show it practically. And this webcam is used in different ways. You can use it in your online gaming. You can use it in your presentations. You can use it in Zoom meetings, all the virtual meetings with your studio setup. And let me open a webcam and show you how it works. So I have opened my webcam. Here is the webcam. Hope you can see it. Go up. We have the webcam over here. Hope you guys can see it, and you can see we have a video source that is already selected. So you can change this video source to any video that you wish, as long as it's on the same network as your PC. So we have three sources on our network. We have the IDA PTZ camera, we have the Alienware, we also have the JVC camera. So you can select either of those. Let me select this IDA PTZ camera. You can see we have the IDA PTZ camera selected over here. And then I can also select the Alienware. Alienware is our PC that we used to edit, and currently we have opened our DaVinci Resolve. So if I select it, you will actually see the DaVinci Resolve interface. Okay? And we also have this camera, which is the JVC camera. You can select any camera. So after you select your input, which is an NDI source, you now go to either your Zoom meeting or Google Meet. So for us, we'll be using a Zoom meeting, okay? So let me open Zoom. We have Zoom Workspace already installed in our machine. So we are going to open our Zoom. So you can see we have a Zoom meeting. And now I want to create a new meeting. I'll click New Meeting. And it has already detected our webcam. We have different sources over here, and you can see we have NDI webcam video 1, NDI webcam video 2, NDI webcam video 3, and NDI webcam video 4. So because we have a source on our NDI webcam video 1, on our Zoom meeting, we're going to select NDI webcam video 1. And you can see we have our camera over here, our source. Let's say we have selected the webcam video 2. Let me add a source to the webcam video 2, and then I'll show you. So we have video 1. Video 1 has a source, video 2. We have not selected any source. Let me add a source to video 2 now. Let me add this Alienware. It's not a camera, it's just an interface of our DaVinci Resolve from the other PC that we are using to edit. And then on our Zoom meeting now, we're going to select NDI webcam video 2. You can see we have the interface over there. So this applies when we want to do a presentation, and the presentation is not on the same PC that you are using. Maybe it's on the different PC. You can pull that presentation via the NDI webcam to your Zoom meeting, and then you can now start presenting on your meetings. So that's basically what the NDI webcam does. Okay? Yeah, so it's a very, very useful tool. It's a nice tool. And you only use one cable, which is the Ethernet cable. You don't use any HDMIs, any SDIs, just one Ethernet cable. As long as you are on the same network, you can do that. So if anyone has a question on the NDI webcam, any question you can ask right now. Imekuwaje your webcam? Umeelewa? So do you have anything to add on, maybe something that I've forgotten to mention?
I think you've exhausted on everything.
Kadi, do you have anything to add on the NDI webcam? Anyone who has a question on TikTok or YouTube, you can ask. Thank you for joining, guys. Make sure you tap the screen, send the roses, share the live to your friends for them to learn. And on this webcam, you can actually have multiple inputs. Just like I've shown you, you can select as many inputs as you want. You can select up to 4 inputs, and you can use all of them on your, you can like be switching from the presentation to your camera on your meeting. So it's a very powerful tool that people can use to do their online presentations, their meetings. If you do gaming, you can use the webcam to do that. Kuna swali yote maybe hapo TikTok? There is no question. And on YouTube? I don't have any question on YouTube as well. So if you don't understand something, you can ask. If you are getting me very well, you can also just comment that you understand what I'm saying. If you have something to add on, you can also say you have something, maybe any observation, anything that you need to say, just write something. And amenyamaza jo. We have 3 more tools to go, and I'm just waiting for people to exhaust what I've just said. If you have not understood the practical bit that I have done, ask for me, I'll actually repeat it. Just ask, I'll repeat what I've said. Okay, if there is no any question, we're now going to tackle the next tool, which is the studio monitor. Studio monitor. So I'm going to ask Natasha to at least explain with her own words how she understands a studio monitor. Natasha, how do you understand that tool, studio monitor? In your own words, the simplest way possible.
In my own words.
Yeah. Vinches, thank you for sharing the live. Thank you. Mango, thank you for sharing the live. Let's keep sharing.
Like it's just a tool for, I think, viewing digital media from other sources.
Yeah, actually it's a tool for viewing. So the NDI Studio Monitor, it's a tool that acts as a window to view any NDI, either video or audio source on your network in real time, okay? So if you have any NDI source, let's say you have a camera, you have a PC on the same network, you can actually view it on using your studio monitor. You can also record the source using the studio monitor, and I'm going to show that practically. Let me go ahead and launch the studio monitor and I'll show you how it works. So we have our studio monitor over there, and you can see we already have one feed already selected. So this is from our camera that is on our network. This is our PTZ camera, which is the JVC, and we have different functions over here. You can see on the middle of my right, we have this controlling the settings for controlling our PTZ camera. So that means that you can control this camera using the studio monitor, okay? But it has to be a PTZ camera. So if I want maybe to zoom in, I can actually zoom in with the studio monitor. I can zoom out with the studio monitor. So this is actually a very nice tool. You can control your PTZ cameras remotely. You don't have to go to your camera to zoom in, to pan, or to tilt. As long as your camera is on the same network as the PC you are using, you can do anything with it. You can adjust the settings, the lighting, and everything. We also have a function of recording. On my bottom left, we have a red button over here. So this red button is a button that helps us to record this feed. If you want to record any feed that you have selected on your studio monitor, you just click record and then it will start recording, okay? So you will be able to access the recorded video on your PC. That's another function of the NDI studio monitor. And this is just one source. If you go to the top left, we have, it's a, what is it called, that icon?
Scroll.
Hamburger. It's something like that. So if you click that icon, you can see all the sources that we have on our network. Currently, I've selected the JVC camera, and we can also view our Alien, which is the machine that we use to edit.
It's far away.
How?
You
You can. You can't see it.
Click it.
I hope you guys can see it now. Yes, these are all the NDI sources that are available on our network. For us, we have 3 sources. We have 2 cameras and one piece. PC is called Alien. So you see, we can be able to view what's happening on that PC. If someone is editing on that PC and I want to view what they are doing, I can use this studio monitor to view, as long as we are on the same network. Yes. And another source that we have is this IDA PTZ camera. You can see we have it over here. You can also zoom out from this camera. You can zoom in, you can pan, you can tilt, you can see. Yes, so this is what this studio monitor does. And it has different functions. It has some settings that you can adjust. Let's say you have multiple sources. You have multiple NDI sources on our network. You can be able to view all of them using the studio monitor. All of the sources, you can be able to view them using a studio monitor, and you can also record Yeah, and there is something that you guys saw. We were doing the DaVinci training that we did. We actually used the studio monitor to pull this interface that you guys were seeing from the machine that I was using to edit. It was a different machine, and then we have a different streaming PC. So that's the tool that we were using to display the interface of DaVinci Resolve to the TikTok Live and YouTube. Yeah, so it's a very useful tool. No cables needed. Just connect your PCs to the same network, and then you can be able to do this in real time. Yep. So when we go to settings of this NDI studio monitor, we can be able to see on application, we can be able to add another new studio monitor. This you can add it when you want to view maybe 2 NDI sources at the same time, and you have 2 screens. You put each NDI monitor, studio monitor on the screen, and then you can be able to view your sources. You can adjust the audio. You can choose where to send the audio. When you're using maybe headphones or you're using an external speaker, you can choose where to send the audio. Because the studio monitor, if you pull a source from another PC, it actually comes with the video and the audio. So you can select on where you want to send the audio. We have the video settings. On the video settings, you can activate some things like you can show alpha, you can show the checkerboard, you can show the center if you want maybe to adjust your camera. You can show the safe areas. Safe areas, this is just the area where they don't want you to put any text or any logo, because in some screens it won't be shown. You can choose either the aspect ratio that you want. If you want the square, you can show the tally indicator. You can flip your video either vertically or horizontally. You can activate the low latency. So it has a lot of features that you can use. We have overlay. Overlay, it works when you want to overlay another source on your studio monitor. Let's say right now we have selected our Alien PC, and I want to overlay another camera. Let me choose the JVC. You just go and do that, and you can see we have the Alien PC, which is showing the DaVinci interface, and we also have a JVC camera at the bottom right of our screen. Anyone who has a question, you can ask. If you don't understand something that I'm saying, you can also ask. Yeah. Yeah. The phone number on the screen is, you can text there if you want to join our community. Just text your name and say you are interested to join our WhatsApp community, where we will be sharing updates, the lessons that we are going to have, the trainings, everything we'll be sharing on our WhatsApp. So if you are willing to join, you can text that number on our screen on WhatsApp, and we'll add you to our community. On the PTZ settings on the studio monitor, you can either choose to show the PTZ controls or not show the PTZ controls. And what are PTZ controls? Maybe you don't know the PTZ controls. Let me go ahead and show you the PTZ controls. So you see these controls over here. We have the presets, and we have the controls that you can use to zoom, to focus, to pan, either left and right, or to tilt your PTZ camera. So these are the controls that I'm talking about. If you want to zoom in, we use that one. I hope you guys can see them. So these are the PTZ controls. They only work on our PTZ cameras. If you have a camera that is not PTZ, but it's on our network as NDI, it won't work. But if you have a camera that is a PTZ camera,
Maybe you can show
this will work. And a PTZ camera, this is what I mean by PTZ camera. This is a PTZ camera, okay? Yep. This is a PTZ camera. And the one I'm using to stream is also a PTZ camera. That's why I'm able to control it remotely. Yeah, so if you have this type of camera and you want to use it on your NDI, you can be able to control the camera remotely with the studio monitor. You don't have to go to the camera to zoom or to pan or to tilt. So you can control it remotely. This is the camera I'm talking about. We have so many types, but this is one of the types that we have. We have the JVC, we have IDA, we have Bad Dog, we have the Minray. So it doesn't matter which type of camera is it. As long as the PTZ, it will work. Yep. Anyone with a question or a comment? Ebu angalia YouTube. Check on YouTube if there is any question. There is no question. Guys, today you are not asking questions. Huh? Does it mean that you are understanding more or what? Ask questions. I want to see questions. Yeah. Thank you for liking, guys. Keep liking, share the live. If you are just joining us and you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about the NDI tools, and we have talked about the webcam, and right now we are talking about the studio monitor and where it can be used. We just want to see where you can use your studio monitor, what you can use it for, and how helpful is it to our production. If you want to join our community, you have the number on our screen. You text your name and say you are interested to join the community. Yep. And some people use this NDI to preview cameras or screens that are on the network. Some people use it to check if NDI is working. If you want to know that your NDI is working and you want to be sure it's working, you can use the studio monitor to see any feed that you have on your network. Let's say you have a camera feed and you just want to confirm that it's working. You can use the NDI studio monitor to do that. And you can also use the NDI monitor to monitor the video during a live production. Yeah, you want to monitor your video during a live production, you can use it. You can also use it to control your PTZ cameras during a production. Yes, so it's a very helpful tool that we use it most of the time here at Highway Audiovisual. For us, if you want to know that our studio monitor is working, our NDI is working, the first thing that we do is opening the studio monitor and then trying to see all the sources that are available on the network and trying to view them. And then we will be sure that our studio monitor is working. Yep.
Somebody has a question.
Uh-huh.
How can I reduce the speed when I plan update? Maverick.
How can I reduce the speed when you pan and tilt? So for you to reduce the speed when you pan and tilt on your camera, you'll actually need to go into the interface of our camera on the web browser, and I'm just going to show you how to do it. Let's choose this camera, and then I'm going to the settings. We have a small icon that is a setting icon on our studio monitor, and for this you have to log in to your camera. So you have to know the username of your camera and the password. So let me try to log in and see if I can remember the settings, the username and password. Username, and then the password is let me see. Yes, I've just remembered the password. You can see now we have the settings for this camera. This is now the interface of our camera, and we have pan speed, we have tilt speed, we have zoom speed. So for our speed, it's now at 10. We have different speeds. If you put your speed at 2, the zoom speed will be slower. If you put your zoom speed at 3 or 4, so it depends with what you want. So this is where you reduce the speed for pan or tilt, or you increase the speed. You have to log into the interface of your camera, the PTZ camera. Like for us, we have the JVC camera. So I've just logged in and we have all these settings over here. We also have the focus speed, the zoom speed, tilt, and pan. Hope I've answered your question. So you cannot be able to reduce the speed of your pan or tilt on your studio monitor. You have to log into your PTZ camera, and then you will find the settings of your speed on your camera, and you can be able to reduce that. Hope I have answered your question. Do you have any other question? Nani ameuliza swali? Jina yake?
Koki Maverick.
So Koki Maverick, have I answered your question? Have you understood what I have just said? Kuongea na watu. Kuongea na watu ni ngumu. Yes, Koki Maverick has said, I got you. We are together. Yes. Thank you so much, Koki Maverick. Keep asking more and more questions. Do you have any other question, Kadi? We don't have a question. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. Tap the screen. You know, hizo likes zinatusaidia sana. You know, TikTok are giving us some coins if you tap the screens. Yeah, TikTok are giving us coins. If you tap the screens, hizo likes zikikuwa mingi, ndo tunapata coins mingi. So we can withdraw the coins. So tap, share. Yes, share to your friends. If you're getting something, if you're learning, just tell us you're learning something. Because I think I'm done with the studio monitor, and we have 2 more tools to go. We have the screen capture and the test patterns. So these ones, they don't do much, but I'll actually explain to you some of the things that they do. Thank you, Mohammed, for sending hearts. And okay. Kadi, unaweza soma like watu wana join, their names, yeah, people who are live with us, you can. Okay, yeah. Our network.
There is Muhammad, making the video. Thank you, Muhammad.
I think we'll now go to the next tool because I see there is no question. Hope people are understanding. Kama huelewi, please just ask. The next tool is the screen capture. Screen capture. Okay, we have the screen capture over here. And the screen capture, it's a tool that turns your computer or your desktop into an NDI source. Okay, it allows you to share the screen of your PC into an NDI, in any NDI source in real time. What do I mean by that? I have just showed you that I can be able to view my editing PC on our streaming computer via the studio monitor. So for me to be able to view that PC on our studio monitor, I have to activate the screen capture on our editing PC. For our desktop or our interface to be available on the network, you have to activate the screen capture. Okay, so this is how you open a screen capture. You just click it 2 times and then it's now active. It doesn't open anywhere, but it's active. So if you want to access the settings, you have to go, is it called the tray or what? Inaitwa tray. Hapa chini hapa. So our screen capture is active and we can now access it, but will you guys be able to see it? Sidhani kama naweza ona cause I cannot pull it on this screen. So you'll not be able to see it, but I can just explain to you what it does. So after launching the screen capture, there are some settings that you can manipulate over here. You can either choose to capture the whole screen or just a section of our screen. It works as a snipping tool. Unajua your snipping tool, the way you snip, you choose to either snip the whole screen, or you can choose just to snip a section of your screen. So that's how the screen capture works. You select the part where you want to snip. Let me select where I want to snip and see if I can be able to show. Okay, so you can see we have something over here. We have this frame. We have this frame, and this is this box, this frame. This is where you select your point of interest. If you want to capture the whole screen or you want to capture a section, this is where you select. So if I select this section only, if you go to the studio monitor, you can be able to view our screen capture or our PC on the section that is only selected. So this frame is where you select where you want to view only. So if you want maybe someone to view a section and you don't want him to go to the other section, this is what you use to do that. And you can also select to capture the whole screen. So for us on our editing PC, we have selected to capture the whole screen. That's why when we go to the studio monitor, you are able to view our desktop. You are able to view everything on our editing PC. Hope we are together. Kama si explain vizuri mniambie. Yep. You know, I can explain something and then you don't get it. I can do a practical, and if you don't get it, you can ask the question. Ask, and I'll repeat the explanation. That's basically what the screen capture does. And we have more detailed videos on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Highway Audiovisual Solutions, Kenya. We have detailed videos that we have done for different NDI tools. We have done practicals. They are long videos. So if you want to learn more about this, you can visit our YouTube channel and get to watch those videos. You'll be able to understand more and more about this. And if you want to do a practical and you don't know where to start, or you don't have the gadgets that you need, you don't have your PC, you don't have the Ethernet cable, Highway Audiovisual, we are open. You can visit any time of the day, and then we will be able to do a practical with you, and we can train you physically, so you'll understand more if you are trained physically. So if you don't have the resources to do it yourself, you can visit our studios, which are located in Natasha. Studios zetu ziko wapi?
It's located in South B.
Yeah.
Is it behind Kenya Mass?
Yeah, just near Kenya Institute of Mass Communication in South B. It's along Mombasa Road. Yes, so the building is called NML Towers. We are on the 9th floor. Yeah, so you can visit us. You can call the number on your screen. Call it and ask for anything. Then we will be able to help you. We also offer trainings, different trainings. We offer editing trainings, live streaming, the NDI trainings. We have robotics. So we have a little bit of trainings that if you need to be trained physically, you can visit our offices. You can call the number to ask for any services, and then we'll be able to guide you on what to do. Yep. And if you have knowledge and you wish to share to others through our live streams, you can also visit us, and we will give you a session where you will be able to share your knowledge. You will be able to explain to people what you have. Maybe you know how to train audio, you know how to train the sound, you know how to train cables. You can also visit us, and we'll give you a slot and you'll train. So it's a very helpful thing. Lile umenyamaza bana. Umenyamaza leo. Nasifurahi. Yes, I see we have someone who has joined. We have T. T, can you say something, Mr. T? T, please say something. Today we are doing NDI tools. You should come and train people on KiloView, Mr. T. Kadi, you said you don't know T.
I don't know T.
T is also with us. Comment kitu hapo T bana. Yeah, thank you guys. We just have one tool to go. So I'm waiting for questions because I need some questions. At least we have Koki who has asked questions, and we need more questions because we are only left with one tool, which is the test patterns. And test patterns, it doesn't do much. Yeah, so it's a very simple tool that helps us in our production, especially when we are dealing with NDI. So if you have any question, ask. You have a comment, you have an observation, ask. If maybe, hata kama si explain vizuri, sema. It will help me to improve on myself because all of us are learning. Day by day we learn. So it's a learning process. Yep. Thank you guys for liking. We are now at 7K likes. Hii live at least tufike hata 20K. Unajua hizo likes ni pesa. Nimewambia ni pesa. Tuki-end hii live, we actually see the coins that we have been given. We were given 0.5. We were given $0.5. Sometimes 0.9. Yeah, so I think the more we go live, the more zina increase. And the more you guys like and share and tap and send the roses, the more the dollars increase. Yeah, so we need the dollars, guys. Can you check on YouTube and see if there is something? Do you have maybe any question on YouTube or?
No, there is no question on YouTube.
You don't have anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we have 5 watching.
5 people are watching.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching our YouTube channel. You can also subscribe. You can watch our previous videos that we have done. They are very informational. Is it? Informative. Yeah, they're very informative. We learn a lot. Okay, so let me go to the last tool for today, which is the test patterns. Test patterns. T bana, mimi nangoja T aseme kitu hapa live. We T, hebu sema kitu. Tuma swali Mr. T. Okay, so if you don't have a question, let me go to the test patterns. And test patterns ni test patterns. So it's actually a tool that basically helps us to test if NDI is working. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the simplest way I can explain it. Inatusaidia kutest kama NDI inafanya kazi. After you have done your connection, you have connected all your pieces to the network, and you want to test whether there is communication between the pieces that are on the network, you can use the test pattern to do that. Yep, and this is how you do it. Okay? I would want maybe Kadi or Natasha. Kadi? Or Natasha, Kadi. Go to this PC and fungue NDI tools. Then you open the test patterns. And I want to show that practical. Launch the NDI tools and then open the test patterns. Yeah, so we want to show you how the test patterns work. It helps us to see whether there is communication between the pieces that are on the network. And we can also use the test patterns to check whether there is smooth motion, because sometimes your NDI can have some problems and then it won't be smooth. You can see maybe your video is lagging. So our test pattern will help us to test some things like that. And then it also helps us to test the delay. You know, NDI sometimes it can have delay. Maybe there is delay with the 2 seconds or 3 seconds. So using the test patterns, you can be able to tell, does it have delay or is it in real time? Yep, so we want to do a practical on that. Have you launched the test patterns? Have you just choose any pattern? And for me to check whether we have communication between these two pieces, I'll be able to open the studio monitor and I'm going to check. You can see on the Alienware we have test pattern at the bottom. So that means that our Alienware has test patterns running on the background. So if I select the test patterns, you can see we have that color, and if she changes the colors on that PC, you can see the color are also changing on our studio monitor on our streaming PC. So this is a tool that will help you to test. Do you have communication between the two PCs? So anything she does on that PC, I'll be able to see it. So this is what test pattern does. Yeah, so you can, before you do any connection, before you do any changes on your NDI tools, you have to check, is there communication? Yeah, because sometimes your switch can be faulty and there won't be communication, or your Ethernet cable can be faulty and you will not be able to have a smooth communication between your PCs on that network. So this is a tool that will help you check if there is a smooth communication or we have some trouble before doing the troubleshoot. Yeah.
Is it okay now?
I hope we are together. I hope everyone has understood what test pattern do. Yeah, it's okay, Kadi. Okay. Thank you. That's what basically test pattern does. So it doesn't do much. Yeah. So those are the 4 NDI tools that I have captured today. And maybe tomorrow we'll be dealing with the rest, the remaining tools, which is the access manager, we have bridge, we have the router, we have discovery. So we need to also go through the remaining, but that will be tomorrow. Yeah, so NDI is a very powerful technology that anyone needs to introduce in their production. For us, when we do a production, whether we are recording a podcast, we are doing a live stream, we have to use NDI. Yeah, so it's a very nice technology that doesn't need the HDMI cable or the SDI cables. You just need to have your gadgets on the same network, and then we'll be able to access NDI as long as your gadgets are NDI enabled. And if you have a camera that is not NDI enabled, you can be able to convert your camera from NDI, from HDMI or SDI to NDI. That's where you use your encoder. We have an encoder over here, which is KiloView. Let me show you the KiloView encoder that we have. We have different types of encoders. We have the Bird Dog, we have KiloView. So this is the KiloView encoder. I hope you guys can see it, that you can use to convert to encode, that is encoding, to encode your feed from HDMI to NDI. And this is where you have a camera, like we have a Blackmagic camera or a Sony camera or Canon that is not NDI enabled, and you want to change your camera from HDMI or SDI to NDI. So this is the encoder that you can use it to encode. You just have to pull a HDMI cable or an SDI cable from your camera to this encoder, and then you have your Ethernet cable connected, and you can be able to view the source of your camera from the studio monitor, or you can be able to pull it via NDI on your streaming software, whether it's OBS or you're using a TriCaster. Yeah, you can be able to pull your camera which is not NDI enabled using NDI. And this is one of the encoders that we usually use to do that. We have other types, yeah, the Bird Dog, the KiloView. So this is one of them that is here. Yep. So if you want to get this, you can also contact the number on your screen. We supply this. You can contact the number, and then we'll be able to help you guys. Yep. And this is the same encoder that we were using to stream our games on TikTok. Because many people usually stream and they use the HDMI splitters. So for this encoder, you just get the HDMI cable from our gaming, maybe which is the PS, to our HDMI in, and then from our HDMI loop out, we can be able to push it to our monitor that we are watching the game from, and then it will be available on our network. We can pull that game interface to our OBS for streaming. We can pull it to our TriCaster. Yeah, so this is a very helpful gadget that you guys can use. And it also has PoE. PoE means power over Ethernet. You don't need a power cable to power this on, as long as you have a switch that is PoE enabled. Like our switch, we have 4 ports which have PoE, and then other ports are not PoE enabled. So if you connect a PoE enabled switch to this, you won't need power to power it. It will come on, yes, because it is power over Ethernet. Yep. So this is the gadget. If you wish to get it, text the number on our screen. We'll be able to help you. Hey. I want to fike 10k likes to toke live. Hey. Asi nimechoka.
Hatujafika hata 1 hour wewe.
Sasa nyinyi mnisaidie. Mmenyamaza tu. It's not good. It's not good.
They have to ask some questions.
Someone is asking me what they need. Is asking me on my WhatsApp the things that they need to begin or to start using NDI. You just need your laptop, and you need to install NDI tools. I hope yesterday you were able to see how to install NDI tools, and for those of you who are not available, I can be able to show you again how to install our NDI tools. So you just go to any browser that you are using, whether it's a Chrome browser or Edge, and then you search NDI tools. This is where you go, and you can be able to install. We have NDI tools for Mac OS and for Windows. You install NDI tools and then you download. After downloading, you do the installation, and if you activate the NDI, your machine will be NDI enabled, and anyone who is on the same network can be able to view it. But you have to give access. They cannot view without you giving the access. So you have to give access, and then your PCs can be able to communicate, or maybe your camera. Yep. The NDI is also very helpful for those guys who do the gaming and the streamers. If you want to do a presentation, maybe you have an interview, an online interview, NDI is very helpful. So you need to know, it can help you in one way or another. Yeah. Natasha, please say something. What have you learned today so far?
Obviously the NDI tools. I've understood how the webcam works, understood the monitor, the screen capture. Sijui kama ni speaker, na speaker.
Yeah, umesikika.
Shika.
Oh, una mic. Okay. Nipe
And I
microphone.
hope guys you have learned a lot also from Director Sidley. So at least if you have understood, just say something, say you have understood, the lesson was enjoyable, hata kama tujawa entertain.
Yeah, we're not entertainers. Hapo kwa entertainment, Natasha amekata.
Someone asked me for my Instagram. Alisema nataka kuanza kustream and I need ideas from you guys on how to do it. Cheap webcams and all that.
Kustream gaming, or kustream online, like stream
Kustream online.
on their YouTube or TikTok.
Yeah, stream online. Out of them.
Okay. So if you want to stream and you need maybe camera, unajua your laptop camera, your camera laptop, it's usually not very clear. So using it to stream sometimes it's hectic. We have different options that we can show you. We have this tiny, it's not so tiny, but this camera, this is called the Obsbot Tail Air. This camera streams up to 4K quality. It's a very, very nice camera. It shows very, very good quality. So you can have this and then you connect it to your laptop via USB-C cable, or you can also connect it wirelessly. Yeah, it has wireless connection. You can control it with the gestures. You can control it with a remote. This is the remote for this camera. You can also record on the camera directly because it has an SD card slot, which is the micro SD card. Yeah, micro SD card slot. The camera has an internal battery, so you just need to charge it and then you power it on. You can also use it as a vlog camera. You see, just vlogging with it. This is an option that you can get. Yeah, the quality will be very nice. You won't be disappointed with this. And we also have another one that is it's already a webcam. Let me show you. We have this camera. Some of you have seen it. This is a webcam. So this one, you can plug it at the top of your screen and you can use it to stream. Yeah, it also has good quality. You can stream anywhere. You can use it to have the Zoom meetings. Yeah, so it's a nice option. It's better, it's very nice. You love the quality. Yeah, so these are the options that you can use. They are not expensive, it's actually affordable for the beginners. Yeah, so you can look at these two options. And if you need all of this, we have them in stock. Text the number on the screen on WhatsApp, tell us what you need, and we'll be able to help you. All the gadgets that we are using here, we are actually supplying them. So if you need any of these, you can get them from our offices at Highway Audiovisual. You can text the number, tell us what you need, and we'll be able to assist you. Yep. Any other question from someone? And also the microphones that we are using these external microphones, the Holyland M2. These microphones are called Holyland M2. They are very common, especially for people the content creators. They usually use this too much. So if you need the Holyland M2, you can also text the number on the screen and tell us you need these microphones. They are affordable, they give you high quality, they work both on the phone and on the camera. So if you have this, you can use it on phone, on camera, anywhere. Right now we are using it to stream. We have just have an input that we have on our streaming PC, and we are using it very well. So they are good cameras, they are good microphones, sorry, and they keep charge for a long time. So this is a perfect solution for you guys who want to stream on your social media platforms. You can get them here at Highway Audiovisual. Yep. And then these PTZ cameras. We also sell these cameras. These cameras that are NDI enabled. If you need them, just hit us. Yeah, because they don't need a camera operator to operate them. You can operate them remotely using NDI. Yep, so if maybe you have a studio, you want to put your cameras on the setup and you don't need your camera person to be there, this is the best option for you. You can use this to do your production, and they offer a very, very good quality. Yes. Do you have another question, Kadi? On YouTube? Okay, thank you guys. We still have time. Yeah, we have to stream up to 1. So we have like almost 39 minutes to go. I need people to ask questions. Yeah, ask questions about anything. Some people are asking about Da Vinci training. Yes, ask questions about Da Vinci. Although it's NDI class, but you're not limited to ask only about NDI. So you can ask about Da Vinci. If you need a physical training, you can ask the question. Because we are here for you guys. If you need to visit our offices physically, you can text the number on our screen, and then we'll be able to do the arrangements for you to visit. Because we have a lot of things, guys. We have a lot that we need to show you. Yeah, we have our equipment are high quality equipment. They are up to technology. So if a new technology comes, we actually advance with the technology. We're not left behind. That's why Highway Audiovisual is always the best. Because a new technology comes today, Highway Audiovisual will actually be the first to talk about. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on TikTok, you will actually be up to time, because anything new that comes, we actually talk about it. So you'll be learning so much here at Highway Audiovisual. And I can testify that. Yeah. I've been at Highway for now for I think 3 years, almost 4 years, and I have learned a lot. I came here, I didn't know anything. Yeah, but because they are up to technology and they only give the best, I have learned a lot throughout the years, and I'm able to do almost everything in there that is concerned with the production. So those guys who want the DaVinci training, physical training, you want to learn about the hardware, you can contact the number on your screen and we will be able to do the arrangements on the training. You want to learn how to do live streams, you want to learn the church live streams, we are able to offer the courses, the robotics. Yep. If you want to learn anything about studio, we offer the trainings at our experience center. This is the experience center where we usually have trainings. We do either online or physical training, so it doesn't matter where you are, but you know physical is always the best because it's now hands-on. You get to experience hands-on, you ask as many questions as possible. So physical training is always the best. Thank you for liking, guys. Keep tapping the screen. I'm actually done with today's class because I have tackled the 4 NDI tools that we intended to tackle today. So I'm just waiting for any question or anything that you guys have to say, because tomorrow we'll now be doing the remaining tools. Anything that you
You want to listen to yourself?
I am just checking if the stream on YouTube is fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. You can watch us either on YouTube ama TikTok. But TikTok, I see people are a little bit more active.
Or maybe
Yeah.
then you ask them the questions.
I ask
Ask them the questions.
Ask who? People.
So there, yeah, people. 'Cause you're the-
Do you guys want me to ask you questions? T, thank you for liking the live. Share the live, like. Today Mr. Sefu is not here. Yeah, so I'm the one in charge today. Timo King is also watching the live. Thank you, Timo. I hope maybe you are following the live from the start, because I'm done with my class. I'm waiting for questions and anything that someone has to say. I also don't have much to say, because these assistants of mine are not assisting me. They're just quiet. They're waiting me to talk.
You said you
What
were
do you
in
want
charge.
us to say, Sydney? So you said you're in charge.
But it doesn't mean that, you're supposed to say something at least.
See, I've told them.
Maybe you have
something.
another, like some information that I don't have.
Mm.
Maybe something that I've missed out. You need to tell them. Huh? Yes. And we will also be doing another DaVinci training. So if you're here and you wish to do DaVinci training, to watch the training, another one, because we already did the training, you can text the number on the screen and join our WhatsApp community, because that's where we share updates. Like yesterday, we shared updates of today's training, so people actually knew what they are going to do today. So if you want to follow us, know what we will be doing every day, you can join text the number so that we can add you to our group. Yeah. Hmm? So nikujibu hiyo swali yako. Nani amekuuliza hiyo swali? Sure. Okay, so we have a question over here. Someone has asked, how do firewalls affect NDI? And first of all, I want to begin explaining what firewalls are. So firewalls these are just like security guards that it's like a door on your PC. So if it on your network, so if it blocks the NDI won't work. So first of all, you have to make sure that your firewalls are not blocking NDI. Yeah. Because sometimes you can do your connection very well, but your NDI is not working. So, but firewalls, people who do IT, they know more about firewalls. So if you're here and you know more about firewalls, you can be able to explain to us more about it. But sometimes they can block and NDI won't work.
Sometimes the screen turns black.
Yeah, sometimes you can actually see that we have on the studio monitor, we have NDI sources. And if you select that source, you won't see that feed. So that means that something is blocking the NDI. Either firewalls, or sometimes you can have a camera that it's not on the same IP range as our network. That's very important, by the way. For NDI to work, for you to see the feed of our camera on the studio monitor, your camera has to have the same IP range. Okay? What do I mean by that? Let me go to the interface of this camera and show you what I mean. You can see we have our JVC camera over here, and maybe we want to see the IP of this camera. For our camera, we can be able, our camera has a small screen that shows the IP. Yeah, that's an advantage. And then, if you log into our camera, you can see the IP of our camera. It's 192.168.10.10. So you can be able to see that. Let's say our PC has a different IP range from our camera, and then you want to change the IP of our camera to be in line with the IP of our PC. If you log into the interface, you can be able to go to a network, and then we have IP configuration type over here, where you can change the IP to any IP that you want. If you want 192.168.20.1, you can change it over here. So we have that option of changing the IP to
But see,
any that you want.
sometimes you can view the video but the audio na audio hausikii. Like yes, the camera inatuonyesha sisi lakini sa audio haisikiki.
You can view the video from the camera.
Yeah, you can see it. Lakini sasa sauti.
How?
Okay.
Have you ever tried and then you didn't hear the voice? Because when we have our camera and we have audio that is on our camera, if we pull the audio, if we pull the video using our studio monitor, we should be able to see both the visuals and hear the audio. And kama hausikii audio on our studio monitor, we have different settings over here. Hapa kwa settings, audio. You have to select the output where you want your audio to come from. Maybe make a headphones on our PC and hapa hajaselectiwa headphones, hautasikia. Maybe you have an external speaker and hapa hajaselectiwa speaker, you won't hear anything. So you have to select the output of our audio for us to be able to hear the audio. That's why we have these settings. Yeah, so if our camera has audio but you can't be able to hear the audio, you can go to the settings and then you'll be able to see these audio settings. You can find a solution here because it can be at silent. Unaona hapa mute audio. So unashangaa what's the problem with my audio, but ukikuja kwa settings you can be able to know what's actually the problem, because NDI actually carries both video and audio and also data. Yes. Yeah. So thank you so much guys. Kwani mbona leo watu hawako active? Ama today is boring because Mr. Sefu is not here.
This is boring because we tackled only 4 tools. We must tackle all of them.
No. You know, you have to go slow because people won't understand. Like, it's like giving them more information. If you're given information mingi at the same time, you'll get confused. So I just need those people who are on this live to go and try and do it, like do the practical. If you have the equipment that are needed to do to work with NDI, go and try out the webcam, go and try out the studio monitor, screen capture and the test patterns, because those are the 4 tools that we have learned. Enda ujaribu mwenyewe, and if you get any challenge, we have a number on the screen. Text that number and tell us you have a challenge on something. We'll just repeat it. Sisi tunapenda kufunza. Like we need to give out we like to give out information to our people, our clients. Yeah. So that's the assignment. Go and do the test of the webcam. For those of you guys who have the required tools, and if you don't have the tools and you are really interested to know more about this, you can come to our office, visit our office. As long as you're telling us that you are coming, we will accept you and we will be able to take you through all the tools physically. Natasha, what are you writing? What are you writing?
Some things.
Thank you guys for sticking around. For those of you who are here, thank you. I really appreciate your support. You guys have been really supportive. Since we started this up to now, you are really supporting us. And I really thank you for that. And I don't have much to say. If you wish to learn about anything, you can also suggest on the next topic that you would wish us to talk about. If you want us to talk about studio setups, we can talk about that. If you want us to talk about podcasts, the TriCaster. If you want us to train TriCaster, we can be able to do that. The camera, photography, any topic that you want us to talk about, we are willing to do it. So just text us on the number on your screen and utapata usaidizi.
Yeah, by the way, they should tell us what we should talk about.
Yeah, you
They
can.
think that they're facing some challenges on this equipment or this equipment. They should tell us what we should talk about.
Yes, very true.
Thank you, Chief, for making the video. We didn't have many people in our line. Is it because Mr. Sef is not here?
I think so.
Mr. Sef hawezi hafai kukosa.
These guys have zoead Mr. Safe. So kama hayuko hawataki kuingia.
Yeah. We need to end it now.
I think we need to end. We can end the live now.
We have
Cause
another thing to do at 2.
yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow, same time, same place. All the guys who have followed us, for the guys who have shared our live, send the hearts, send the roses, tap the screen. Thank you so much. I think we are done with this. Let's meet again tomorrow, the same time, same place, with another topic. We'll be updating what we'll be talking about on our WhatsApp community. Thank you guys. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye.